Jaya Radha Madhava Punjabi Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Punjabi Hare Madhava Punjabi Hare Gopi Janavalabha Girivardhari Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Janavalabha Girivardhari Vijanavalabha Girivardhari Yasodanandana Brajagana Ranjana Nandana Brajagana Yasodanandana Brajagana Ranjana Nanda Brajagana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachadi Vanachadi Yamuna Tira Vanachadi Vanachadi Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Ramadava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavalabha Girivardhari Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Janavalabha Girivardhari Janavalabha Girivardhari Yasodanandana Brajagana Ranjana Nana Brajagana Ranjana Yasodanandana Brajagana Ranjana Nana Brajagana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayom Vishnupad Paramahamsa Bhattacharya His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Gauda Vaishnavinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Prem Sikho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gauda Bhaktivedanta Ki ISKCON founder Srila Prabhupada Ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopinath Shamakun Radhakun Giri Govardhan Ki Vrindavan Dham Ki Mayapur Dham Ki Navadvip Dham Ki Jamuna Mahi Ki Ganga Mahi Ki Tulsi Devi Ki Bhakti Devi Ki Shishi Radha Golokananda ki. Samaveda Bhaktarinda ki. Gaura Premanandi. All glory to the devotees. All glory to the devotees. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Golanga. Okay. Let's see, let's try again. Yeah, I'll figure it out later. It's something's, yeah. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So, continuing our reading in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, or Madhya Lila, chapter 18. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's visit to Sri Vrindavan. We're just beginning this chapter, so, we've started it already, but we're just in the beginning. And we're going to start on text 37. As soon as the Lord saw the beauty of the Gopal deity, he was immediately overwhelmed by ecstatic love. And he recited the following verse. Then he chanted and danced until the day ended. Purport. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur gives the following information about Govinda Kund. There's a village named Aniyor in Govardhan Hill, on Govardhan Hill, a little distance from the village of Aita. Govinda Kund is situated near here. There are two temples to Govinda and Baladev there. According to some, Queen Padmavati excavated this lake. In the Bhakti Ratnakara, 5th Wade, the following statement is found. Shri Govinda Kund Mahima Aneke Eta Indra Kala Govindera Abhisheka. Govinda Kund is exalted for its many spiritual activities. It was here that Indra, defeated by Lord Govinda, offered prayers to him and bathed him. In the book Stavavali, Raja Vilas Stava 74, the following verse is found. Nichai Parunha Sat Swayam Supati Paravi Priyeta Dahi Svarganga Slahi Laschakra Surabhi Gorva Abhishek Savam Govinda Das Navam Gavam Abhipata Raje Shrutam Kotutkat Tarir Yak Radur Abutsara Spuratu Tat Govinda Kundam Drisohi. With humility caused by great fear, Indra took hold of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, and in the company of a Surabi cow, performed his coronation festival by bathing him in the waters of the heavenly Ganges River. Thus, Lord Krishna's kingship over the cows became splendidly manifest. I prayed to that Govinda Kund, the lake created by that ceremonial bath may eternally appear before my eyes. Simply by bathing in Govindakund, one is awarded liberation. This lake was produced when Bhagavan Sri Krishna was bathed by Lord Indra. Gandhuli Gram is situated near two villages, Bilachu and Gopalpur. According to hearsay, Radha and Krishna first met here. In the Bhakti Ratnakara fifth wave, it is stated, Saki Dunha Vastre Ganti Dila Sangopane. The two concealed themselves by tying their outer garments together. It is also stated, Balguya, Laiya, Gaya, Gati, Kuli, Dila. With a Balguya, they untied the knot. For this reason, the village is known as Gantuli. Text 38. Om Ganda Tamarandasya Gananjana Chakshur Taj my Sri Gorave. Text 38. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, May the left arm of Sri Krishna, whose eyes are like the petals of a lotus flower, always protect you. With his left arm, he raised Govardhan Hill as if it were a toy. This verse is found in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 2.1.62. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw the Gopal deity for 3 days. On the fourth day, the deity was returned to his own temple. So last week they were reading about how the temple had to be, the Lord wanted us to see the deity, but he wasn't going to walk on Govardhan Hill. And so then, actually the Lord made an arrangement. There was some Turkish invaders, came down and they thought the deity would be in danger, so they moved it to a safe place. Because of that, they brought it down off the Govardhan Hill, and then Lord Chaitanya was able to see that. And then they returned it. But Turkey is really kind of far away. That's so far away. But this Persia, well, that wasn't Persia at the time. Lord Chaitanya was there's already Muslims. Muhammad, about 400 A.D., I think Muhammad took birth. 600 A.D. And then Alexander conquered Persia in 400 B.C. I think that's what it was, 400 B.C. So he conquered Persia. So the Persian Empire actually early invaded India before they were Muslims. They had already invaded India, the Persians. So, and then as Muhammad spread, then that first spread. That was what he called them, Turks, yeah. Because of their Persian. Yeah. Okay. That was just standard. They're all Turkish. Yeah. Okay. All right. So go text 40. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu walked with the deity of Gopal, and he chanted and danced. A large and jubilant crowd of people also chanted the transcendental name of Krishna, Hari, Hari. The Gopal deity then returned to his own temple, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu remained at the bottom of the hill. Thus all the desires of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were satisfied by the Gopal deity. In this way, this is the way of Lord Gopal's kind behavior to his devotees. Seeing this, devotees were overwhelmed with ecstatic love. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very eager to see Gopal, but he did not want to climb Govardhan Hill. Therefore, by some trick, the Gopal deity personally descended. In this way, giving some excuse, Gopal sometimes remains in the bushes of the forest, and sometimes he stays in a village. One who is a devotee comes to see the deity. The two brothers, Rupa and Sanata, did not climb the hill. To them also Lord Gopal granted an interview. In ripe old age, Rupa Goswami could not go there, but he had a desire to see the beauty of Gopal. Due to fear of the Muslims, Gopal went to Mathura, where he remained in the house of Vithaleshvara for 1 full month. Purport. When the two brothers, Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, went to Vrindavan, they decided to live there. Following Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's example, they did not climb the hill because they considered it non-different from Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. On some pretext, the Gopal deity granted Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu an audience beneath the hill. Gopal similarly favored Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami during his ripe old age. His ripe old age, I guess it's mature. When Rupa Goswami could not go to Govardhan Hill because of invalidity, Gopal Kani went to Mathura and remained at the house of Vithaleshvara for 1 month. It was then that Sri Rupa Goswami could see Gopal's beauty to his heart's content. The following description concerning Vithaleshvara is given in the Bhakti Ratnakara, 5th wave. Vithalera Seva Krishna Chaitanya Vigraha Tatara Darsane Ahalila Param Agraha Sri Vitale Nata Bhatta Bala Balaba Tanaya Karila Yateka Priti Kahile Nahaya Gatole Grame Gopala Alila Chala Kari Tane Deki Richa Gite Manga Gorahari Sri Dasa Goswami Adi Param Rasa Kari Sri Vithaleshvari Kaila Seva Adhikari Pita Sri Vallabhabat Tanre Adarsane Katadina Mathura Chilena Niranje. So Srila Vallabhabat had 2 sons. The elder Gopinath, was born in 1432 Sakab era, 1510 AD. And the younger Vithaleshvara was born in 1437, 1515 AD, and died 1507 Sakab and 1585 AD. Vithaleshvara had 7 sons: Giridhari, Govinda, Balakakrishna, Gokulesar, Raghunath, Yadunath, and Ganesham. Vithaleshvara completed many of his father's unfinished books, including his commentary on the Vedanta Sutra, the Sobhinidi, commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam, Vivad Madan, Sringhar Rasa Mandana, and Nyasa Desa Vivarna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Vrindavan before the birth of Vithaleshvara. As previously mentioned, Srila Rupa Goswami was very old at the time Gopal stayed in the house of Vithaleshvara. Okay, 48. Sri Rupa Goswami and his associates stayed in Mathura for 1 month and saw the Gopal deity. When Rupa Goswami stayed at Mathura, he was accompanied by Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, and Lokanath Das Goswami. You can see at this point all the 6 Goswamis had come to Vrindavan. Apparently Lord Chaitanya had already left because Raghunath Goswami is there. He didn't leave. He didn't go there till after Lord Chaitanya left. So Purport. Sri Lokanath Goswami was a personal associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and a great devotee of the Lord. He was a resident of a village named Talakadi in the district of Yashore, Jayeshori, in Bengal. Previously, he lived in Kanchadapara. His father's name was Padmanabha, and his only sibling was a younger brother named Pragalda. Following the orders of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Lokanath went to Vrindavan to live. He established a temple named Gokulananda. Sri Narottam Das Thakur selected Lokanath Das Goswami to be his spiritual master, and Narottam Das Thakur was his only disciple. Because Lokanath Das Goswami did not want his name mentioned in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, we do not often see it in this celebrated book. On the EBR Railroad, the Yashore station is located in Bangladesh. From the railway station, one has to go by bus to the villages Sonakali, and from there to Chedjura. From there, one has to walk, or during the rainy season, go by boat to the village of Talakadi. In this village, there are still descendants of Lokanath Goswami's younger brother. So he told what he knew about Lord Chaitanya, his pastimes. He shared that information with Krishnadas Kaviraj, but he also, in sharing that information, he said, don't put my name in the book. So it's not that he didn't want, it was his humility. And so it's kind of like a deal. I'll tell you everything I got, but don't mention me. Because of his humility, he didn't want his name. And you see that he's respected those wishes. Text 50. Gurgarbha Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, Sri Yadava Acharya, and Govinda Goswami also accompanied Sri Rupa Goswami. In the Bhakti Ratnakara, if you read these books, all these Goswamis are mentioned in that book. This is full. We have 6 prominent, but there are literally hundreds of these pure Vaishnavas living in Vrindavan, and a lot of them are mentioned in the Bhakti Ratnakara. Amazing book. Text 51. He was also accompanied by Sri Uddhava Das, Madhava, Sri Gopal Das, and Narayan Das. The great devotee Govinda, Vani Krishna Das, Pundarikas, Ishsana, and Lagu Haridas also accompanied him. Purport. Lagu Haridas should not be confused with Junior Haridas, who committed suicide at Prayag. Generally, a devotee is called Haridas, and consequently, there are many Haridasas. The chief is Thakur Haridas. There is also a Majjhimam Haridas. In the Bhakti Ratnakara, 6th wave, there is a list of many of the chief devotees who accompanied Sri Rupa Goswami. I'm just going to read these. The following Vaishnavas were present with Rupa Goswami: the merciful Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Gurgarbha Goswami, Sri Lokanath Das Goswami, a reservoir of good qualities, Sri Madhava, Sri Paramananda Bhattacharya, Sri Madhu Pandit, whose characteristics are all wonderful, Prema Krishnadas, Krishnadas Brahmachari, Yadava Acharya, the merciful Narayan, Sri Pundarikasa Goswami, Govinda Ishana, Sri Govinda, the magnanimous Vani Krishnadas, Sri Uddhava, who occasionally visited Bengal, Vijhari Das, Krishnadas Kaviraj, Sri Gopal Das, whose body is completely spiritual, Sri Gopala, Madhava, and many others. 53. It was with great jubilation that Srila Rupa Goswami visited Lord Gopal, accompanied by all these devotees. After staying at Mathura for 1 month, the Gopal deity returned to his own place, and Sri Rupa Goswami returned to Vrindavan. In the course of this story, I have given a description of Lord Gopal's mercy. After seeing the Gopal deity, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Ramyavana. Purport. Ramyavana is mentioned in the Adi Varaha Purana. Chachorham Kamya Vanam Vananam Vana Uttamam Tatragat Vanaro Devi Mamaloke Mahiyate. Lord Shiva said, the best of all forests is the fourth of these, named Kamyaka, O goddess Devi. Any person who goes there is eligible to enjoy the glories of my abode. In the Bhakti Ratnakara, fifth wave, it is also said, E Kamyavani Krishna Lila Manohara Karibe Darsana Stana Kunda Vatutara Kamyavani Yata Tatra Leka Nahi Tara. In this Kamyavana, Krishna performed enchanting pastimes. Here, you will be able to take darshan of many pads and other transcendental spots. I cannot even describe in writing all the sacred tirthas found in Kamyavana. 56. Anybody questions, anything as we move along? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's tour in Vrindavan had been previously described in the same ecstatic way. He traveled all over Vrindavan. After visiting the places of Krishna's pastimes at Kamyavana, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Nandishvara. While there, he was overwhelmed with ecstatic love. Nandishvara is the house of Maharaj Nanda. Of course, you see the temple now that we're at that spot is located. Translation. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bathed in all the celebrated lakes, beginning with Lake Pavana. Thereafter, he climbed a hill and spoke to the people. Purport. Pavana Sarovya is described in the Mathurya Mahatma. Pavane Sahashris Sanatva. Krishna Nandisvare Griyao. Prishva Nandam Yasodam Cha Sarva Vishtam Ava Punyat. One who bathes in the Padma Lake at Nandishvara Hill will see Krishna along with Nanda and Yasoda, and will fulfill all his desires. Nanda and Yasoda will fulfill all his desires. This is a book by Rupa Goswami. It doesn't mention it here. This Madhura Mahatma is a book. It's the glories of Mathura. Of course, in that book, you hear lots of times where you say when you visit Vrindavan, try not to commit any offenses, because offenses tend to be magnified in the holy Dham. So you have to be very careful. But it's there, Rupa Goswami, he mentions that in that book. But if you keep reading, Rupa Goswami, invites everyone to come and stay in Vrindavan, not to leave, come there and live. So even if you commit offenses, Krishna, the Dham is so merciful that it'll quickly relieve you of the offense of those offenses. I was listening to a lecture by Bhakti Vikas Swami, and somebody asked him a question. He says, is it better to go, if you have all these material desires, a bunch of material desires, is it better to go to the West and have all these desires fulfilled before you go to Vrindavan? Or can you just go live in Vrindavan? She was an Indian body. This is in India. And he said, actually, he says, better to go to Vrindavan and live, even if you commit offenses. Because in your next birth, you're going to take birth as a pig or a monkey or a dog, and suffer the reactions of those offenses. And then it's going to be over at that point. It'll be over quickly. As you go to the material world, the West, who knows how long you'll be captivated by the material, material nature is so strong, which is actually, it's just actually common sense, but it's very nice. I've never heard nobody put it that way, but it's very truthful. It's not easy to live there. But those who actually, there are a lot of devotees who have been able to maintain a residence there. Okay, text 59. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, "Are there any deities on top of this hill?" The local people replied, "There are deities on this hill, but they are located within the cave." Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, okay, there are a father and mother with well-built bodies, and between them there is a very beautiful child who is curved in 3 places. Hearing this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very happy. After excavating the cave, he saw the 3 deities. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offered his respects to Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yasoda, and with great ecstatic love, he touched the body of Lord Krishna. Every day, the Lord chanted and danced in ecstatic love. Finally, he went to Kandirvan. Purport. Kandiravan is described in the Bhakti Ratnakara 5th wave. Dekaha Kadir Vana Vidita Jagate Vishnu Loka Prapti Eta Brahma Matrete. Behold the forest named Kandiravan, renowned throughout the universe. If one comes to Kandiravan, he can immediately be elevated to Vishnu Loka. Everywhere you go to Vrindavan, you get pretty much the same benefit. But they emphasize it over and over and over again. Translation 64. After seeing the places of Lord Krishna's pastimes, Sri Chaitanya went to Sheshasayi, where he saw Lakshmi and recited the following verse. My dear beloved, your lotus feet are so soft that we place them gently on our breasts, fearing that your feet will be hurt. Our life rests only in you. Our minds, therefore, are filled with anxiety that your tender feet might be wounded by pebbles as you roam about the forest path. Purport. This is a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 31, Text 19, spoken by the gopis when Krishna left them in the midst of the Rasalila. 66. Afterwards, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw Kaila Tirtha and then went to Badirvan. After crossing the Yamuna River, he went to Bhadravan. Bhadravana, and then there's Bhadirvan. Purport. In the Bhakti Ratnakara, it is said that Krishna and Balaram used to play at Kaila Tirtha with his cowherd boys during the entire day. Mother Yasoda had to call them to take their baths and eat their lunch. This is when they were taking care of the calves. You can see Prabhupada quotes Bhakti Ratnakara quite often. 67. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then visited Shrivan and Lokavan. He then went to Mahavan and saw Gokula, the place of Lord Krishna's early childhood pastimes. Purport. Of Shrivana, also called Bilavana, the Bhakti Ratnakara states, Devata Puta Bilavan, Sopi Yama, Sopi Maya. The beautiful forest of Bilavan is worshipped by the demigods. About Lokavan and Bhakti Ratnakara 5th wave states, Lokavani Krishna era, Abhuta Gochara, Eta Loha Jaghas Sure, Vande Bhagavan. At Lokavan, Lord Krishna used to tend cows. The demon named Loha Ganga was killed at this place. Mahavan is described as follows in the Bhakti Ratnakara fifth wave. Dekananda Yosoda Alya Mahavane E Deka Rishi Krishna Chandera Janmastala Shri Gokul Madhavana Dui Eka Haya. Behold the house of Nanda and Yasoda and Mahavan. See the birthplace of Lord Krishna's Mahavan and the birthplace of Lord Krishna, Gokula, are one and the same. Upon seeing the place where the twin Arjun trees had been broken by Sri Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was moved in great ecstatic love. After seeing Gokul, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu returned to Mathura, where he saw the birthplace of the Lord. While there he stayed at the house of Sanodia Brahman, of the Sanodia Brahman. This is who he met when he first came to Vrindavan. He met this Brahmin. And this Brahmin showed him around. This Brahmin was, you remember, he was a disciple of Madhavendra. He was like not a very, Prabhupada got into the whole different caste, different types of Brahmins. And remember that purport he talked about, the different types, they're not all the same, from the same caste, even though they're all Brahmins. But because Madhavendra ate at his house, Lord Chaitanya also, typically sannyasis will not eat in the house of one of these. So the whole purport Prabhupada discussed all that. So then here, Lord Chaitanya again stayed at his house. Text 70. Seeing a great crowd assembled at Mathura, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left and went to Akura Tirtha. He remained there in a solitary place. Purport. Akura Tirtha is also mentioned in the Bhakti Ratnakara fifth wave. Deka Srinivasa Ehi Akura Gramete Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Shilena Nibrite. Srinivas, Srinivas, look at this village of Akura. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed there in a solitary place. 71. The next day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Vrindavan and took his bath at Kalya Lake and Prakasananda. Purport. Kalya Lake is mentioned in the Bhakti Ratnakara, fifth wave. Ekalya Tirtha Papa Vinasaya Kalya Tirtha Stani Bahukara Siddhihaya. I don't know if she sells that book. I have a copy, but I don't know if they all have a copy of that y'all selling. I definitely recommend devotees getting one and reading it. When one takes bath in the Kalya Rija, he is freed from all sin reactions. One can also be successful in business by bathing in Kalya Rida. After seeing the holy place called Prakasananda, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Dvaras-tita. From there he went to Kesatirtha. And when he saw the place where the rasa dance took place, he immediately lost consciousness due to ecstatic love. When the Lord regained his senses, he began to roll on the ground. He would sometimes laugh, cry, dance, and fall down. He would also chant very loudly. Being thus transcendently amused, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed that day happily at Kesatirtha. In the evening, he returned to Akura Tirtha, where he took his meal. The next morning, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu returned to Vrindavan and took his bath at Chiragat. He then went to Tetulitala, where he took rest. The tamarind tree named Tetulitala is very old, having been there since the time of Lord Krishna's pastimes. Beneath the tree was a very shiny platform. Since the river Yamuna flowed near Tetulitala, a very cool breeze blew there. While there, the Lord saw the beauty of Vrindavan and the water of the river Yamuna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to sit beneath the old tamarind tree and chant the holy name of the Lord. At noon, he would return to Akura Tirtha to take his lunch. All the people who lived near Akura Tirtha came to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And due to large crowds, the Lord could not peacefully chant the holy name. Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would go to Vrindavan and sit in a solitary place where he could chant the holy name until noon. In the afternoon, people were able to speak to him. The Lord told everyone of the importance of chanting the holy name. During this time, a Vaishnava named Krishna Das came to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was a householder belonging to the Kshatriya caste, and his house was located on the other side of the Yamuna. After bathing in Keshatirtha, Krishna Das went toward Kalyadaha and suddenly saw Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sitting at Amila Tala, Tuli Tala. Upon seeing the Lord's personal beauty and ecstatic love, Krishna Das was very much astonished. Out of ecstatic love, he offered his respectful obeisances unto the Lord. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Krishna Das, "Who are you? Where is your home?" Krishna Das replied, "I am a most fallen householder. I belong to the Rajaputa caste, and my home is just on the other side of the river Yamuna. But I wish to be the servant of a Vaishnava." Do you have a question? You heard Lakeshwara. Oh, no, go ahead. Right. Lakeshwara it's called. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'll repeat. So you asked the question about, like, because Lord Chaitanya is in the Chaitanya Bhagavad. He would not accept lunch in anybody's home who didn't chant 64 rounds a day. They were called Lakeshwaras. Like back then, Lakeshwara is like today you call somebody a millionaire. Like Lakeshwara 500 years ago, someone had 100,000 rupees. They were like super, super rich 500 years ago. Now 100,000 rupees is not. So he would not eat his lunch in a house. So here he would. Why did he do that? Because Madhavinda Puri, his parampara guru, ate at his house. So what's good enough for his guru is good enough for him. See, so there's always find sometimes an exception. So Prabhupada explained that in the purport in that chapter when we read that in the Synodya Brahman. So it's he was pretty, he had one of the standards high. I guess. I mean, if you right now, the first time I went to one of these 64-round, what do you call those, japa retreats? That's what they used to call them. Used to have them a lot. I don't know if they don't have them too much anymore that I know of. They used to be pretty regular every year, But the first one, they have them at Govardhan retreat. Yeah, the Govardhan retreat, yeah. But the first time I chanted 64 rounds, my realization was that, 16 is nothing. I mean, it's really easy chanting 16 after I did 64. I mean, compared, to they really kind of take the whole thing. So, what does people got to do all day? I mean, especially back then. I mean, it was expected that you chant, Lord Chaitanya chant those 64 rounds every day, because they didn't have like industry. People had to go to work like every day. I mean, these were all his personal associates, and they just, Krishna supplied, things were necessity. I was reading in the Chaitanya Bhagavat now, and there's that verse to deliver the pious and annihilate the miscreants, Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, as well as its reestablished religious principles. And Bhaktisiddhanta talks about that, that just deliver the pious people. everybody's in distress, and everybody wants to get out of their distressful situation. But he points out that distress that Krishna delivers one from is like the gopis' distress and their separation from Krishna. That is when one has their distress of longing to be with Krishna. When we get to that platform, then Krishna will relieve us of that distressful condition. That is elevated position. Nobody wants to be miserable. Most people don't understand how to end their misery. We have the solution. You chant Hare Krishna. Jai. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga.
Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandar Agom Vidamaniya Vishesha Shobha Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Andani Yasa Sakalen Priya Priti Manti Asyan Dipan Dikayanti Jiram Naganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham
page 21. Goshai Patita Pavana Toma Bine Kehonai Ta Pavana Toma Bine Kehonai Charane Kate Gere Papa Dure Jai Kate Gere Papa Dure Jai Himona Doyala Prabhu Kebe Kotapai Prabhu Keba Kotapai Gangara Parasa Hoile Paschate Pavan Parasha Hoile Paschate Pavan Dasane Pavitra Kora Eto Maragan Pavitra Kora Eto Maragan Haristane Aparade Jare Harinam Stane Aparade Jare Harinam Tomastane Aparade Nahi Paritran Paritra Tomarare Doe Sada Govinda Vishram Tomarare Doe Sada Govinda Vishram Govinda Kohena Mora Vaishnava Para Mora Vaishnava Para Prati Janme Goriasa Charaniranduli Irane Oriasa Charaniranduli Darutama Korodoya Aparanaboli He Baro Karuna Koro Vaishnava Goshai Karuna Koro Vaishnava Goshai Patita Pavana Doma Bine Kehonai Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Jaya Radha Goloka Nanda, Jaya Radhe Radhe, Jaya Radha Goloka Nanda, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Giri Govardhana, Jaya Vrindavan, Radhana, Jaya Vrindavan. O Vaishnava Goswami, please be merciful to me now. There is no one except you who can purify the fallen souls. Where does anyone find such a merciful personality by whose mere audience all sins go far away? One becomes purified after bathing in the waters of the sacred Ganges many times, but just the sight of you purifies the fallen souls. This is your great power. The holy name delivers one who has offended Lord Hari, but if one offends you, there is no means of deliverance. Your heart is always the resting place of Lord Govinda, and Lord Govinda says, the Vaishnavas are in my heart. I desire the dust of your holy feet in every birth I may take. Please consider Narottama yours, and be kind upon him. Srila Narottama Das Thakur Ki Jai.
Harinam Sankirtan today at Weaver Street Market at noon till 1:30. Please come. It's going to be sunny, but wear some heavy clothes because it's going to be rather cold. Jai. Chaito Darpanam Marjanam Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam Shreya Kairavya Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadu Jivanam Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam Pratidam Ramrita Swadanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Page 12. Namakari Mahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatrapitani Amita Smarane Nakala Etadrishita Vakripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaiva Midrishami Hajjani Nanuraga Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Suhishuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari Nadanam Najanam Nasundarim Kavitam Va Jagadisha Kamaye Mama Janmani Janmani Ishvare Bhavatad Bhakti Rohaita Ki Twai Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Shameva Vambudao Kripayata Vapada Pankaja Stita Duli Sadrashim Vachintaya, Nayanam Galarshu Daraya, Varanam Gadgarudaya Gira, Pulakarnishitam Vabhukada, Tavanamagrahane Bhavishyati, Yugayatam Namishena, Chakshusha Pravashayatam, Shunaryatam Jagat Sarvam, Govindam Virahename, Ashlishyavapadam Radam Panastumam, Adarshanam Marma Hatakarotuva, Yatatatava Vidadatulam Pato, Mat Prananatas Tusa Eva Napara. Victory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. O my Lord, congregational chanting of your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire for wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth. O Son Maharaj Nanda Krishna, I am your eternal servant. Yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. Oh, my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love, flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name? O Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly by his embrace or makes me brokenhearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord unconditionally. Shri Shastika Ki Jai.